Hey YouTube, how is everyone doing today? It's Carmel78. I just wanted to come through really quick. I got a tag, I think it might have been one day last week, from Miss Mary, 2luvlikidz, and I'm just now getting around to it. So it's 20 questions. I hope everyone enjoys learning a little bit more facts about me. So let's get right to it. And I'm looking this way because I have my laptop over here beside me. Okay, number one, what is your astrological sign? I was born August 12th, so that makes me a lovely Leo. Number two, what colors did you wear today? I've got red, and I have denim shorts on, as well as my green, yellow, and black, and my beautiful Bob Marley earrings. I love them. Number three, name a silly thing you do when no one is watching. You know, to be honest, I really don't know. Sometimes I sing. That's about all I can think of. If I come up with something else, I'll let you know later. Number four, what is your biggest pet peeve? My biggest pet peeve is people that, I'm one of those, I don't like body odors, and I hate it whenever you have one and you get near me as if you don't even know that you have it, but you want to be all up in my face and all up under me. That's a big pet peeve of mine. Number five, name a culture that intrigues you and why. I really like the whole Latin Colombian culture. It's just, I think it's phenomenal. I like the colors, I like the foods, I love the language. I know a pretty good bit of the language due to me working, being a healthcare worker. So that's one of those particular cultures that I really love and would really love to get more involved with. Number six, what did you eat for dinner last night? Well, yesterday was Easter, and I was invited to a cookout. So basically we had barbecue chicken, baked beans, hot dogs, hamburgers, potato chips, and all the trimmings. That's what we had for Easter dinner yesterday. Number seven, if you could travel back in time, what year would you visit and why? I think I would like to go back into the 70s. I'm just real curious. How did my parents really meet? I'm just real curious about that era. Plus, I really enjoyed the music from back in that era as well. There's nothing like what we have today. So I really like the late 70s. That's where I'd like to go back to. Number eight, do you like to dance? If I had more than 10 minutes on here, I would show you some moves. Yes, I love to dance. Number nine, do you collect anything? I was a collector of little porcelain dolls for a long time. I still have a lot of them, but I just haven't been that much into it as well. But I do a lot of thrift stores and flea markets, and if I do come across them, I still will pick up one if I don't have it. I might be able to show my collection sometime later on in a whole nother video if anyone's interested. Number 10, what is your idea of a good meal? I love comfort food. That's the ideal meal for me. Comfort food is, I love macaroni and cheese. That's my favorite dish, along with pasta and, you know, those kind of meals. Number 11, if you could be invisible, where would you go, what would you do, and what would you want to see? I'd like to pop up in the classroom of my 13-year-old. I would really love to see, because you know how they say children are totally different whenever they're not around you. So that's what I would do if I was invisible. Number 12, do you believe in past lives? If so, any thoughts on yours? I've never really got into that subject. Never really thought much about it, so I'm going to skip that question. Number 13, what do you get complimented on the most? So far, I have a lot of people, they say they like my smile. Besides that, my personality and my niceness and my kindness, in which that is really who I am. But don't get me wrong now, you step on my toes, you will have some trouble to deal with. Okay, doke. Number 14, if you can walk in the shoes of one person for a day, who shoes would you choose and why? I would go back to my grandmother. She was one of those people that nothing ever got her down, nothing ever got in her way. She always said what she was going to do. She always meant what she said, and she's just a real strong and domineering person, and I see a lot of that in myself to this day. So I would really like to venture back and be in her shoes, be a part of her life. That's my answer to that. Number 15, do you know how to cook? If so, what is your best thing to make? I have cooked since I was 13 years old. I had the mother that worked third shift, come in for a little bit during the morning, leave back out, work part-time again. So most of the cooking, the chores, and all that was on me. I'm the only girl. I've got 3 other brothers, but so I basically cooked all my life. My favorite meal is country fried steak with pepper gravy, fried corn, if anyone's ever heard of that, cream style corn with sliced tomatoes, things like that. And all this is scratch. Nothing's out of a box. This is scratch. I can cook, I will say that. Number 16. What's your biggest concern about aging? Honey, haven't you heard? I've always been told black doesn't crack. So I don't have much to worry about, I hope. And so far I've looked at other relatives in my family that are way much older than I am, and I think I'm going to be alright gene wise. I hope I am. Number 17. What were you like in high school? In high school I was the student that was 100% in my books, getting my A's and B's. I didn't really get into too much trouble. I really didn't hang out with the wrong crowd. I was not really quiet, but I wasn't class clown. So I basically went in, got my education, did what I needed to do. Number 18, do you have any hidden talents? Well, I'm in the process of mastering the electric guitar as well as the acoustic guitar. I have a lot of music things going on here in my household between my man and my son. So I'm jumping right along in there with them. So that's going to be one of my hidden talents. I'll show it to you later. Number 19, do you generally feel understood? I think I feel understood by anyone that does not live in my home. Those are the people that seem to get me as well as understand me. If you live here in my home, the men, no one understands me. It's like they think I'm talking somewhere in left field. But I think that's just men in general. You know, that whole selective hearing. I think that's what it might be. But yes, for the majority of the matter, I do feel like I'm understood. And last but not least, number 20, name the person whose opinion matters the most. Besides myself, I will say God, because as they say, only God can judge me. So his opinion as well as mine is the only ones that matter the most. So on that note, I am done with my tag. Thank you very much, Miss Mary, aka 2luvlikidz. I really enjoyed the tag, and if anyone has any questions, feel free, leave them below. So therefore, I hope everyone enjoyed it. Thank you. See you next time. Bye-bye.